Hey there, Velociraptor, what's it like sitting across from me? I'm legit 2 feet away from you, just might play some footsie with you, fool, if that's cool with you. If not, let's talk about the plague sweeping the nation. No, not COVID-19. I'm talking trans rights. Hey there, kevvy, wevvy, don't you worry about the quality of this table in between you and me. It'll keep you safe away from me. Not to sound too rapey, but that ass is looking real fucking tasty. Let me bounce a quarter off that ass, bend over and let me eat your ass. I'll make you come before it hits the ground. A climax like you've never had before. And welcome to NUMERO Dos, episode number 2 of the Bring Your Trash podcast, a podcast featuring yours truly, a one spick with, I don't know, I used to hit licks, I guess, whatever. I'm the spick, I'm the boy, a young solipsista, the solipsis kid, as I was once known for, I don't know, a month in my life.
El Spico, don't forget El Spico.
Don't forget El Spico, don't forget Homeboy Wardo, don't forget Little Wetback. I go by many names, many of which you may or may not have heard. I don't know, maybe you've never heard of any of them. Who cares? Who cares? And today we have a very special episode, not only it being the second episode to date, but a very special episode because today we have one of my good friends, someone who I honestly have not known very long, but I feel like if I accidentally maybe put a finger up his butt, he would be okay with it. Like, he'd be like, oh, haha, that was funny. And I would try and hide behind humor while deep inside I knew that I was doing it for not a humorous reason, but a very sexual reason. So our guest, ladies and gentlemen, today is a one Kevin, I guess, if you want to get legal with it. Kevin, how are you?
Good, man. You sing for everyone?
I sing for only the best.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's even better. It was even better the second go around.
Yeah. I fucked up. I forgot to hit record. The boy doesn't know how to use a computer. Okay. All right. The boy had a phone for most of his life. I forgot how to type. All right. So, I'm sorry. I forgot that the big red button means record, and I type at 20 words a minute. All right, it's okay.
That's not stopping you. You got a nice setup. This table is of consistent quality.
It is.
You know, it's flat.
It's flat. Yeah. It's flat.
4 legs.
4 legs.
I don't know what else I could ask for, honestly. This microphone setup is
decent.
Yeah,
I know it looks like I'm like a legit streamer or something now. Like, I got the boom arm, I got the fucking professional ass mic looking thing.
It's a shame
and
your
a spider.
Hand-eye coordination is terrible, though.
It is a shame because I can't really do much of anything, to be honest.
You know, I was just gonna say though, it's really nice to be able to step on some fresh carpet.
Some fresh carpet, yeah. Don't look at the stains. It's not cum. The stains are really big. Can you imagine if I actually dumped loads that big, enough that it like covered about 6 inches worth of area all around? So like 36 inches of square footage.
That's a big stain, bro.
Yeah,
I think you'd have to, perma stain the carpet at that point.
It's dog piss. Well, that's dog piss.
I was about to say it's nice to step on fresh carpet without dog piss.
Oh no, just don't go in that area.
The void.
Yeah, that's the void. That's the no place.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of no place, I hear Portland is a no place right now.
No place, dude. Talk about no place. Fucking no place is the place where they're taking those protesters after they get shoved in a van.
You gotta say it right. Undefined location.
Undefined location. Still a no place. That's fucking crazy, though. Isn't that crazy? That's some real fascist shit. Like, some real military authoritarian type shit. Like of course it happened in Well, I'm surprised it didn't happen in Seattle with the whole...
Capitol Hill?
Yeah, the whole Chaz zone. Is that what they're calling it? Chaz?
Yeah, I think so. The Chaz. Or the autonomous zone.
Yeah, what was it? What did it stand for? Something... autonomous zone? Chaz? whatever. But yeah, I feel like it probably would have happened there first than Portland, because Portland wasn't having nearly the same level of like protests as like
Portland
Seattle
was chilling though. Like they were having some protests, but it was like fine.
Yeah, like yeah, that's why I'm surprised it happened in Portland, not Seattle, because like Seattle, like they literally had a shanty town. Like that's what the Chaz was. Like fucking kicked out everyone.
Yeah. Well, they're I hear the president's gonna come down and like take a look at the area. Yeah.
To Portland?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very safe for him. like.
Well, that's why they're probably doing all that, to clear the area out, because I guess the mayor needs to show the area to the president.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And so, of course, keep him out, clear him out. But if he's really coming, I feel like that's not gonna stop.
Yeah,
it's gonna just incite people to go.
Yeah, that's also probably not the best way to have gone about that. Like, if he's gonna visit, just have people like try and sneak into the community. Don't fucking shove people in vans.
Yeah, put it in your face. It's different.
Yeah, it's weird. That's fucking scary.
Do it the old-fashioned way. Do it like China. Black bag people and call it a night.
That's essentially what they're doing, though. They're just one.
They're just actually releasing them.
Yeah, they're just letting them go.
I don't know if they are.
Oh, that's
There's
true.
some people they could be keeping longer.
Yeah.
And they got like weird. They're just saying it's. They just say DHS, Department of Homeland Security. Technically, I believe they all are, but they got Border Patrol agents, they got DHS agents, and I think, of course, local police is also, participating. So they just got like the ones with like not that great track records, because Portland police does not have a good track record either. Like they get a lot of complaints.
Well, they have to deal with a lot of shit though. Like I feel like more often than not, they're dealing with like weird homeless and mentally ill people. So like if I had to deal with that day in day out for most of my day, and then when it comes to like
it's
real
definitely
shit,
tough.
I'd be tired by the end of the day. Like I would just be annoyed.
No question, it's definitely tough. But hey, get a different job.
Yeah, that's get a different job.
Fucking
seriously.
apply elsewhere. Stop being a police. Go work for some security company instead. Do something else.
Yeah, private contractor.
Don't take it out on citizens. Don't take it out on people. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, we see what it's doing. It's not like you're hiding it anymore.
Yeah, the whole police thing, like the whole being a police officer needs to be more of like,
it needs to be a special person to be a police officer. Not just anyone can do it.
And they need to like regulate it way better. Like I think they should have like not semi-regular, but like at least every few years, every like I don't know 2 years, undergo a psych eval. Not just like when you first like get hired. And
2 years doesn't sound bad. Maybe even like 2 years is a good amount of time.
Like
go 3 years
a whole
or something.
Other psych eval like every 2 years, because like you're gonna
With
get
a
exposed.
professional psychiatrist,
and not like someone that works for the police
not
department.
the chief of police.
Yeah. Like shit, dude. Yeah, because like I do know someone who did try to become a police officer and he didn't make the cut. So at some point they do have some level of like weeding out the bad eggs. Because the dude's weird. Like the guy voted for Donald Trump, and he's brown, like Mexican, like obviously Mexican, but he's like
those Texan Mexicans.
He's like those Texan Mexicans. He's like those Mexicans that make $50K and then immediately become Republicans.
I know them well. Sellouts. There's nothing against like picking a candidate or doing this and that, but like when the my direct line that you cross, being a person of brown skin or dark skin, black skin, is if you pick a candidate that is clearly gone against your people, because let's be real, you're still that person.
Yeah.
And even though we shouldn't like make it like race a big deal, like
it
is because it's directly involved in everything that's been happening. So if like that candidate says the opposite, something that's going to directly disadvantage your people or your community, like what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Where's the thought?
For real. Yeah, like I don't know, it's just funny, man. Like just everything is just so topsy-turvy, left and right, and hit so many different, like it's just everything's wild right now. But also it's funny because it's like everyone's like freaking about how it's so crazy, like everything's falling apart, everything's burning, but it's also like this is the most peaceful time we've ever had as like a species. Like
Like, there's a bunch of stuff going on, but
yeah,
yeah.
like when did World War One start? Like that was like what, literally 100 years ago.
1914, 19. It's in that period, right? Because then
like
World War II was like 1932. They were mad by World War II. World War II electric boogaloo.
Jesus Christ. Dude, like, have you seen those memes? The ones that are like, I'm just now seeing them. It's the ones where it's like the astronauts looking out on the Earth. And yeah, he's like, wait, the whole thing is racist? He's like, always was.
Always was.
I saw this Halo one. I think I sent it to you.
You did?
Yeah, that one was like, wait, it was always a weapon.
Always has been.
Always has been.
I like, it's similar. It's the, are you winning, son?
Are you winning, son?
But then there's one where they switch the son to dad.
Jesus.
He's pointing the gun at the son.
Dude. And then I just saw, Jesus Christ. Sorry about that, everyone. I took a dab about like 5 minutes ago.
Satan tried to take your soul right there.
Yeah, Satan has been
I just saw your body pull.
Yeah. The line that reminds me, soul. Last time I got, I think it was the last time I got tattooed. There's these tattoo memes, right? And it's like, and one of them is like the sweat that's left on a chair, because some people when they get tattooed, like they sweat a lot, and like
that'd be me.
Yeah, and they put like paper on the seat, so like to make it more sanitary, right?
It's like at the doctor's office, they put like the paper over the booth or whatever.
It's literally that. And so like there's this meme where it's like a person getting up and it's like all the sweat on the seat, and it's like when your soul just leaves your body.
Basically
like that.
Astral projection too.
Yeah, I'd be doing that shit. I'd be like leaving my soul into the tattoo chair.
I'd rather melt into it. I mean, if you had to pick between leaving and melting, like just fall apart.
Yeah, take a couple opioids right before you get tattooed.
Well, I hear that taking stuff before a tattoo doesn't make it better.
Well, I've heard the opposite, actually. I've heard it from rappers saying that like they'll like take a few Xans or whatever before they get tattooed, and that's how they're able to do it.
I mean, okay, understandable. Yeah. It's a Xan.
It is a Xan.
I just picked up 5 Adderalls for no reason.
I just picked up 5 Adderalls for no reason. You just like, hey, you want 5 Adderalls? Sure. Yeah, I'll take 5 off your hand.
Yeah, that actually.
I'll just take that was
how it went. I went to somebody's house and they're like, hey, you have Adderall? I'm like, yeah. Comes back with baggies. There's 5 in there. Perfect. Cool. I'll take it.
Do you just pop them or do you? Like,
I haven't taken them yet.
How do you usually take them?
I'm weird. I take them as prescribed. I'll take like half.
Yeah.
To like do something like study or read, or I'm planning on doing that on like a empty day coming up and just read a whole book about plants. Just do that kind of stuff.
Like how big? Like, well, also does it like make you read, like, what is it?
Like Game of Thrones big.
Game of Thrones
it's
big.
An encyclopedia.
It's essentially an encyclopedia. Jesus Christ. Dude, my little sister just got a tattoo of a plant.
What plant?
It's the one that has holes in it.
The Monstera?
Yeah, Monstera.
Oh, perfect.
I'm like, the one that has holes in it? Yeah. I don't know what they're called. I don't know shit about plants.
The popular one?
Yeah, the one that like fucking girls like and shit. Yeah.
I mean, I have one. Doesn't have holes in it though.
Like, oh really? Well, does it just? Are there different ones? Oh, okay. I was like, how does it work? Like with the holes?
Just
like
when they get old, they split.
Do you think if you grabbed enough Monsteras, like in a, I don't know, maybe depending on how big your what you're working with, do you think you could fuck a Monstera?
Easy.
Sick.
Imagine it's just a leaf. At some point, it's gonna be less friction than a whole ass fist.
That's true. I'm thinking of, dude, why is...
But you probably have better success just sticking your dick in the dirt.
No, because the dirt's dry, because aren't Monsteras like a little kind of oily?
They sweat a little.
Yeah, they sweat a little. Alright, so
like,
that's some moisture.
Yeah, their soul leaves their body a little bit.
Yeah, so like, dude, imagine like stacking all these Monsteras together, like in length, and then like they also start getting more narrow, so like at some point...
That's basically what would happen.
Yeah.
Because they open like slits.
Yeah, you see? That's all you need, bro.
All I'm saying is I don't advocate for coming on or near any plant because they are living beings.
That's protein, bro. Well,
plants don't need protein. They need nitrogen, phosphorus.
How do you know this?
Potassium.
How do you know they don't need protein? What if they need like live protein, like?
So what happens is
cummies are alive.
It breaks down, and it's like nitrogen, and sometimes.
But you know how plants respond
phosphorus.
to music, and no one says to give them music, bro. So, if you give a plant some cummies, don't you think it's worth trying out? Giving a plant your cummies.
I'm just saying you could probably make a great thesis and get in the paper doing this. You should.
Like the Inquirer. Or
hire like a PhD student and just be like, hey, I need you to document this for me.
I need you to document this. I'm not capable of taking the notes.
Imagine he makes it his thesis and gets into like every Ivy League off like, with your results.
This man's a genius. He's like, well, you should have met the guy. He just wanted to come on something.
There was no bounds. He saw cacti. He saw monstera.
All worthy of being cummed on.
I didn't think there'd be a day where I'd be talking about that.
Coming on plants?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that makes sense because you just came up with it. Maybe you'll make a chimera of some sorts that will provide us with like eternal life. I don't know, man. You should definitely go for it.
What if instead of eternal life, it producing us with eternal life, it provides us with organs? Like it grows exact.
That would actually be.
That would be sick, right? And also, kind of like, I might win a Nobel Prize for that. Like,
I don't think the Nobel Prize is like the end all prize. I think you would get filthy rich off of that discovery. Like there would be companies lining up, probably medical companies, to be like, hey, give us your shit right now.
While that does sound pleasing and potentially
pop it.
Like the
that was satisfying.
Yeah, that was like the smarter thing to do. I myself would consider myself a humanitarian, which is why I am more than willing to donate my sperm to any willing lady out there. I'm just throwing this out there. If you want to let me come in you, that would be great. Again, because I'm a humanitarian.
There's an N at the end.
And so I would just want the Nobel Peace Prize, and then also I would patent it, and then like, I don't know, do the thing that like that guy who invented like insulin. He like, or I don't know. But there was this one dude who created something, and he could have patented it, and he did patent it, and then he like didn't. He like unpatented it. Right?
Are you talking about Joseph Salk, the dude who did the cure for polio?
Maybe. I don't know.
Because he didn't. I don't think he patented.
Yeah, he's like, everyone should have this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, bro. Like, I could make money, but like, I could also not
just do it for humanity.
Be a capitalist pig.
Just do it for humanity.
Yeah. And like, yeah.
I see your point. You know, I think you're on to better strides than whatever advice I was giving you. You should definitely
not make money. Yeah. Go ahead and not make money, guy.
Go ahead and live your dreams is all I'm saying. And if in the end you make absolutely no money, I'll see you under the bridge.
And at one point I did live under a bridge. So, yeah.
Back at it.
I'm back at it again with that bridge.
Maybe you can work out a mullet at that point.
I know, dude. I'm getting there. I feel like, dude, I haven't cut my hair in like, what month are we in now? 7? 6? So like 6 months.
About to be 8.
So about like 6.5 months. And I don't think I'm gonna ever get it cut until I can like actually have a real mullet.
Well, it shouldn't be too long, and then they'll just crop it up.
By the end of the year, I feel like I can probably get an okay mullet. Like come December 31st.
Follow your dreams.
Yeah, bro.
Follow your dreams.
They're gonna call me, you know, like Theo Vaughn has that mullet. They're gonna call me Theo Juan.
Disregarding what you just said, I need to add that our sponsor today is Absolute.
Absolute Vodka. If you're gonna get fucked up, you might as well get absolutely fucked up. go ahead and buy Absolute Vodka. That's Absolute Vodka spelled incorrectly. BSOLUT vodka. That's again 7 A's, BSOLUT, and in no way related to the brand of vodka that is spelled ABSOLUT vodka. Again, we are not sponsored by the large conglomerate that owns Absolute Vodka. We are sponsored by a little mom and pop place. Because that's the kind of way we roll here. We don't support big enterprises. We are strictly small town living. Anything else to add, Kevin, in terms of our mom and pop sponsored ad?
No.
You pretty much just nailed it.
Nailed it. I couldn't say anything better myself. So, I don't know, man. I was looking... You have some tat needles around, don't you?
I do have some tattoo needles laying around. I just don't have any ink. But if you wanted to go ahead and crack open the...
I have a pen right here.
Pen? And use pen ink? Yeah, we could do that.
I'm down. You got... Alright, so here's the rule. I need you to tattoo 3 dots on me. Just 3 dots.
Like my hand?
No, like just anywhere.
Oh, just no, just like anywhere.
And then I can say I have 3 tattoos.
I mean, technically, I guess, yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know when you just say, yeah, I have tattoos. Yeah, I have 3 tattoos. Where are they? Oh, they're around me. Sorry.
Yeah, dude, I could totally do that for you. Except, I would feel bad after because like pen ink is like actually toxic. But I like where your head's at. A little pen ink has not hurt anybody. A little pen ink has probably hurt a lot of
people. When's the last time you read man dies of pen ink poisoning?
I don't know.
Because if it exists, put it in the comments.
Yeah, drop that shit in the comments, guys. And don't forget to, or don't be afraid to type it out word for word. Because, that way there's going to look like there's more comments down there and stuff. Which equals more traction, more views, and more dollar bills, y'all.
I want that comment to look like the script of a movie, but in individual comments.
Yeah, 100%.
Per word.
Yeah, so drop down like 1,000 comments while only getting like one simple idea out, like how many people have actually died from pen ink?
I guess it's a lot at this point. Oh shit!
And if it's 1,000, go ahead and spell out 1,000. Don't just do 1000. Spell out 1,000. Take your time. Don't be afraid to really drop a lot of fucking comments. And if you want to go ahead and take it so far as to buy some bots to give us some likes, that's fine too. I ain't gonna stop you.
I hear the bots are in full force right now.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're loving it with this whole election shit coming up that no one's talking about, by the way.
Dude, what happened with like fucking Discord going down?
Oh, like half the internet going down, you mean?
Yeah, basically like half the internet. Yeah, like is it down went down?
Bro, I don't
down
know.
detector went down.
It went down. Yeah, exactly. I just think it's one of those situations. I think the U.S. is getting like beat up, You
think cyber warfare is a thing?
Oh,
I think
definitely.
You think that's what that was? Some weird attack?
You ever hear proxy warfare?
I have heard of it only once when you mentioned it, but other than that, no.
So it's basically like companies. Fuck, I'm a capitalist all over again.
Yeah,
it's countries fighting countries through direct, like. I'm not a warfare expert. Disclaimer. Like they fight through the countries nearby. So basically, like they'll deploy troops through there.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
There's been some weird deals going on with Mexico and China. Like they're helping each other out. I could definitely see troops mobilizing from China to Mexico. And no hate to Mexico. I'm Mexican. I love the country. El Contro. However, there's a lot of shitty politicians over there. And I'm sure like they could set some bases up and do some cyber attacks. 100%. Easily. It may be conspiracy theory, but this stuff has to happen. Like there's no way it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I'm surprised that there hasn't been any more, like there hasn't been, well, at least not to my knowledge.
Lizard Squad?
Yeah, but like to my knowledge, I'm surprised that there haven't, well, again, and I know very little, like outside of about 3 things, I know very few things. I'm surprised I haven't read or seen anything on the internet or in like the news cycle regarding like weird new trade deals between like China and like countries in South and Central America.
Yeah.
But I mean like NAFTA got dissolved and something else was, it's like fucking NAFTA 2.0
basically. I think.
But like the fact that like China isn't trying to reach out and like try and provide better like trade deals with like those
publicly
countries.
They have to though.
Yeah,
they have to.
like
the U.S. is fucking them over, making them seem like they're getting the short end.
And for the most part, like I'm almost like, I mean, I'd say I'm like 60% sure that like most Latin American countries don't have a positive view on the United States.
I'm just gonna say that, and also poverty. When poverty is a thing, highest bidder, easy.
Yeah, seriously, easy. Dude. And I'm surprised China hasn't like reached out to like Venezuela and stuff, like just been like, yo, like.
I feel like there's U.S. intervention. There's definitely some.
That's probably true.
Hella U.S. intervention, because there was some, but no, there had to be a lot going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You know it. It's something the U.S. has been doing since like the 40s.
Yeah, and China's huge. Like, if Russia was able to like reach out and help Cuba, a country that's so fucking close to the U.S. and Russia's so far away, if they're able to essentially sustain a whole nother country like Cuba, like, there's no reason for China, who has probably like the same amount, if not more, power and like manufacturing ability,
they have smaller military power, but that's it. I think they have at this point they're richer and they're also
yeah they have a fuck ton of people. Like
they can make hella guns if they wanted to. Somebody
died on the line. Well, go grab his son. You know, like fuck, next. Dude. Yeah, next. Yeah, we got this guy. Oh, we just made a new person. Like,
and you know that the way the military works is, you know, you go to combat, you survive. Hey, you're better. Keep going.
Yeah, shit, dude. Fuck, man. Like
you learn to survive through it. Yeah, you get better at warfare, but because you literally are surviving.
Yeah.
So like the better people are literally the most scarred. You know, the ones that.
You know what's crazy about war is I think war is probably one of the purest ways of like living, because it's like that's basically what life was for humans. Like
there's no
2,000 years. There's nobody there to protect you. There's
ulterior motives. It's just survival.
It's survival. Yeah. It's like
he kills me or I kill him.
Yeah. Like there's another person. I'm either gonna have to kill you right now, or we could potentially have some sort of like interaction / deal. Maybe I give you some information, you give me some information, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm just in it for myself and like whoever is like my immediate family.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like fuck, man, that's crazy.
Yep. One, think about it. You know, you go in and people are trained to be in troops so they can cover each other, but you know, deep down, like it's still about you. You're that main character.
Unless you're Forrest Gump and you just go back and rescue your buddy and get shot in the ass.
I too wish I was a fictional character in a movie.
If I was a fictional character in a movie, I don't know. Well, who would you be if you could be any human fictional character in a movie?
Your turn. I don't think I'd be anybody.
Really?
Yeah. Well, give me a role with James Franco in it. I'll just be that person. I'll be Tommy Wiseau.
Who's Tommy Wiseau?
He's the guy who made the Room movie.
Oh, what the fuck? Isn't he a Jew?
I don't know. I don't know a lot about him.
Oh. Yeah, no. Me neither.
I think he just has money. That's how they made the movie.
Yeah, he got money. If I had to be like any fictional character in a movie, I'd probably be James Bond, because he just kicks ass and gets pooting.
I apologize. You said any fictional character that's a human. Tommy Wiseau's a real person.
Yeah, no, I meant
that's why I was struggling so hard to do that.
No. You don't really watch movies. Do you watch movies? I feel like you don't really watch movies.
You know, I watch a lot of videos, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Movie-wise?
Can I have a little more?
Dude, have it.
Oh, sick.
Remember, we're sponsored by them.
We are sponsored by this mom and pop vodka company.
Yeah, I'd say probably the priest from Exorcist.
I haven't seen that movie. I know that it's like super iconic and like considered one of like the greatest horror movies ever made. Right up there with like it's one where the guy's like, "Here's Johnny."
The Shining.
The Shining, yeah. I know it's like right up there with The Shining, but I've never seen it. I've also never seen The Shining.
You need to watch The Shining. The Shining is a great movie.
It's like Stanley Kubrick.
Stanley Kubrick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Shout out Kubrick.
I only saw one Kubrick movie.
I heard he tortures his actors or tortured his actors.
I think most like actual...
mentally, not like actually tortured them, but like
so basically just like
psychological, you know.
Yeah.
Distress.
Oh yeah. I think I read something somewhere that like for The Shining, the girl, yeah, like he legitimately scared a girl like by like doing improv in the scene where like she wasn't expecting it, so her reaction's like genuine fucking fear.
Well, not only that, I understand that. I don't actually. I take this back if it's wrong, but I think he would actually like scare her consistently, like more than once, more than training.
Just like to kind of keep her on edge all the time. Yeah. Just kind of like fit the character.
And I mean, it shows. I know you haven't seen that film, but she does a great role in that film. She has a great role and she does a great performance.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it. I've seen. Didn't he make one really famous Vietnam War movie? Was it Full Metal Jacket? Oh, I can just look it up. What the fuck? Yeah, like
pull that shit up.
Yeah, they call me Jamie.
Let's see.
Kubrick. Clockwork Orange. Full Metal Jacket.
He did.
Yeah.
He made Clockwork Orange?
Apparently.
No wonder.
I haven't seen that movie. I've heard of it.
You should. Yeah, it's also another one that's like strange.
Yeah, Full Metal Jacket. Have you seen that one?
No.
It's
now that I know it was made by him, I might as well.
Yeah, it's
Is that the one where they're saving the soldiers from like the camps or something?
No.
There's so many war movies. That's another one I didn't see, like 1978. Never saw it.
I don't think I've even heard of that movie. Yeah, no, this is I saw this movie and it like really like I was like impressed at it because it looked good, like it didn't look like just some fucking run of the mill fucking director. It looked like he was actually trying to like create visual moving art with it while telling a story, because there's some shots that are fucking gorgeous, like Pulp Fiction, Tarantino type. Like this shot is like fucking gorgeous, like the colors just pop and the way the camera moves, how it's capturing things, it's just like really nice.
And I apologize, I meant 1917, not 1948.
Oh, you haven't seen that? Have you seen it?
No.
Oh dude, it's so good. 1917 is so good. I just watched like the first half of it again.
War One, right?
Yeah, it's so fucking good, dude. It's like, yeah, and there's like, fuck, dude, it's just really good. Like at one point, I almost cried a few times because I was like, well, also I'm like, when it comes to like World War One and World War Two, I get really emotional because I just like think about how all these guys were uprooted from their lives and just sent over to Europe with like a very, very high probability of not coming back.
Oh yeah, the deaths were immense in this.
Like it's just insane. And if you do come back, or if you even take, like, if you get shot or if you get some shrapnel in you,
it's a joke. Everyone knows that people like white grandpas are like PTSD, chopper in the background, like, because they know they got that PTSD from Vietnam, from World War II. Yeah. You know, I don't think there's many people from the first one, but
left. I think the last World War II survivor just died like in the last, I think, 6 years.
Really?
Yeah, like I remember reading something about because like there's like, if there is still one, and I highly doubt that.
Shout out to the old one.
Shout out to that last guy that's still kicking it, if he is. And again, I highly doubt you exist.
Oh, there was a guy who died recently who was like 103. Smoked cigars all day or
That's
something like that.
That's fucking crazy, man. Like, those people are the last of a dying breed. Like, because at least in America, like Americans and humans just don't have that same kind of like, well, I guess if we had another like draft, people are definitely gonna have to step up to the plate just to live.
Yeah.
But like, fuck, like they're literally fighting for their lives. It's not so much as like fighting.
And like, think about it. It's not like all these people that are sent out to fight for their lives are war material. Like, there's definitely a lot of people in the population that would not be good soldier material.
Well, especially now. Yeah, like.
But back then too.
Yeah, I think back then they were a lot more lax with like, can you do 10 push-ups? Can you run a mile in 30 minutes or whatever? Like, I don't think their standards for taking soldiers was very high back then.
Yeah.
Especially since they just kept losing them. And
they're just like whoever. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, think of the general population back then. Like, I'm not saying just qualifying to be a soldier. I'm saying if you just draft everyone, a large population is not going to be good fighting material. Yeah. They're not going to be good soldier material.
Especially now. I know. Dude, I would go AWOL. Fuck that, dude. I'm going AWOL.
As soon as you join, dip.
Deuces. I'm going to yeet myself, bro. Fuck that.
Just right into, like, the waters of Normandy.
Yeah. Oh, my God, dude. Have you seen The Edge of Tomorrow?
No.
Dude, it's a really good sci-fi movie. Super underrated. And I think it's, like, really underrated just because there's two huge names attached to it. You've got Tom Cruise and then you've got Emily Blunt attached to it as like the two main characters. But it's really not a bad sci-fi movie. Like, it kind of takes the whole Groundhog Day thing with like the same day repeating over and over again. But it takes it into more of a sci-fi alien war kind of vibe. Because there's this, like, the whole movie is based around like soldiers storming a beach like in Normandy.
Yeah.
But against aliens, and it's fucking sick, dude. It's really cool.
That reminds me of Minority Report with Tom Cruise.
I haven't seen that movie in a long time.
But you've seen it?
I've seen it.
Yeah, it's like of the future, and then, you know, you got the... Were they basically fortune tellers, future tellers?
Yeah, they're like well, yeah, they're like just people who can see the future and are stuck being vegetables.
Basically telling predictions.
Tub, yeah. But like the scene where he like does all this shit with like the fucking computers and shit, he's like moving his arms around. And like that's sick, dude. I hope that computers get there someday. Like,
I think we're almost there. It's just someone needs to connect the dots. We just don't have like a physical way to manipulate like gravitational fields and stuff like that yet.
Dude, did you gravitational fields? Did you listen or did you hear about that? That one guy that was on Joe Rogan, who apparently used to work at this like crazy area, like military base, where he worked with like, basically an anti-gravity device that they found off of an alien ship.
Interesting.
Bob Lazar, that was his name.
I've seen the part of the documentary on Netflix.
It's pretty fun to watch.
He's definitely that type of guy that does not want to talk about it. You could tell he's like, I don't want to talk about this, but yeah.
Apparently, he's been outed as a fake. But it's fun to listen to and it's fun to imagine. Like the whole the whole anti-gravity device is pretty sick to like think about.
Well, have you heard of the Dark Forest? I think it's the Dark Forest conspiracy or something like that.
No.
I think that's what it's called. But basically, there's one where we have not been able to reach that level of physical manipulation of like physics, basically, to be able to, you know, travel faster, you know, past like combustion, or find different ways of projection or propulsion, like, because they think that, or the conspiracy, that there's aliens blocking our progression, and that's why our technology has just kind of gotten better on what we have, but there's not a lot of like advancements past what we've already made. But the thought is like they've capped it, like they've capped the technology to be able to allow us to do that, because they think we're too, like, we could get too warmongering or powerful.
Yeah, because we're basically just fucking monkeys.
Yeah, and I think the Dark Forest thing is basically like they reside in the force, like the dark areas that we don't see, like blocking us from getting all this shit.
Yeah, like the fifth dimension and shit, like fifth dimensional beings.
Yeah, different timelines and all that.
Yeah,
it's crazy stuff,
dude. I fucking love like thinking about like what aliens could not be, or just like fifth dimensional human beings.
I mean, have you seen fucking fish? There's fish at the bottom of the sea that look really weird.
Yeah, they're wild, dude. I can't even imagine like the fact that they're able to live in like in like under like thousands of pounds of pressure. Yep. Like, and
that their skulls don't break or anything.
Yeah, their fucking skulls don't break, dude. What the fuck? Like, if we're going down there, like, we have to like retrofit really
there can't be
strong.
A single pressure leak.
Yeah,
in those suits.
And like they're like fucking I like those old school like diving suits that are like fucking walking tanks. Those are sick,
yeah, they're like big.
Yeah, but also like cameras, like even at some point, like a camera can't go even after being retrofitted with like crazy fucking amounts of like protection, like deal with like that amount of like water pressure. Like they just can't go any farther, and there's still like shit down there.
They have to make tiny special submarines for that shit, and even still, they reached the bottom of the ocean recently. Yeah, but I don't think they can like survey or stay there very long. Like they kind of have to come back up for air or do something, you know. Or
like it'll probably also like it might just even crack. Like it could just be as simple as like it can withstand this much pressure, but like for
only
hour.
so long. Yeah. And I don't know. I'm not a marine biologist, but that's what I've heard.
Shout out to all my marine biologists. Dude, I actually know a marine biologist.
I know someone who's going to school for marine biology.
Yeah, she works at like some Seattle like fish thing. Like they like survey the fucking coastline and like
sounds about right.
Try and breed different kinds of fish back from like endangerment, whatever.
Yeah, from like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of endangerment, next step, extinction. We're just waiting for our next like mass extinction, man.
I think it's COVID coming. Was supposed to be it.
Supposed to, but it didn't happen.
Yeah. Fucking crazy.
So, I don't know. It's getting kind of hot.
It's getting a little more. I'm not gonna lie. Dude, fucking Australia. That place apparently has like not that much of an ozone layer, and like the sun rays are really intense down there.
Well, and then nothing to protect because of that ozone. You're just gonna get crispy.
Yeah, you get crispy down there. Like apparently, like I think, I want to say that the highest rates of skin cancer are in Australia.
That's where you'll get the crispy Juan over there.
Australia. Yep.
Australia.
Yeah. So skin cancer rates, number 1 being Australia, number 2 being New Zealand, which if you ask me is
it's like
still
right
fucking Australia.
Right there.
Followed by, believe it or not, Norway and Denmark.
They're northern.
They're basically fucking Europe, bro. It's like northern Europe.
Yeah, but it's like northern. I don't know. Maybe wait.
Australia.
They're a little pasty down there.
So I think too, right? They're supposed to be pasty down there. A little
pasty. Maybe they don't have the melanin to
protect themselves.
Prevent that.
USA is number 9 on that. Believe it or not.
I mean, you see all the tanning that people do.
You know what's funny is it's all mostly white dominated nations.
It's true. I mean, I'm just saying, I don't get burnt that easily. Yeah. I do get a little like itchy and like a little itchy. Sometimes I peel, but very few times.
Yeah, it goes from what I'm seeing here is the top 15 list. It's Belgium, Ireland, Germany, Czech, Finland, Great Britain, us, Slovenia, Denmark, Netherlands, Norway, Sweden, Switzerland, Australia, New Zealand. But that's as according to a 28 survey thing.
2018?
Oh my bad. Yeah, 2018.
I mean, that's not that far away. I doubt the numbers changed that much.
Yeah.
To skew that very far. It's crazy. I mean, can I say that when it comes to the sun, they're the weaker humans?
They're definitely not the strongest.
They're not the strongest when it comes to the sun. I mean, the air can be spicy sometimes.
The air can be spicy sometimes. Can I have a little more?
We're sponsored. Have it.
Oh, that's true. Cool. And so, but I mean, they do be doing some big brain shit, man. Like the atom was split by a white man, you know. Shout out to the white man for splitting the atom and saving millions of lives at the cost of a few thousand rice patties.
You know, when it comes down to it, you could have split the atom and figured something else behind it, but the first thing they went to was bomb. Let's make a fucking bomb. Let's make it explode.
Let's find a way to kill people. Am I the only one that wants to figure out a way to kill people with this?
Instead, because they know the massive potential and energy in the smallest cell, in the smallest fucking thing you can see or find. When you split that, and they're like, let's put one in a fucking bomb. Yeah. Hydrogen. The smallest one.
Dude, fuck. Like, can you imagine how insane it would be today if we used weapons of mass destruction like a nuclear bomb? At some point, in like
it would be retaliated.
It would immediately be retaliated. Dude.
Like there's no way.
Or like it would be immediate. It might even be enough cause to rally other nations, a large amount of nations around whichever nation was bombed against the United States. Like even sister. You don't think so?
I feel like it would pan out. You know, you have your. Let's draw my life on this. So you have your countries, U.S. Who are we buddies with? Russia. Let's say Mexico, Canada. Cool. You got your China. Your N Korea. You got your S Korea. So these guys.
Dude, there's no way Russia would even Russia would see it as like an opportunity to like work against us. I don't think we would have Russia with us.
Let's move it. Okay, whatever. What I'm trying to point is you got your countries. So let's say the U.S. did this to the SK. Well, yeah, the SK has different communications. They're gonna be like, "Fuck this! Everyone go here." I feel like they would retaliate with. I don't know if they'd go nuke, but like at least bombings. You know, like they'd at least hit back somehow. And then if the U.S. is like, yeah, let's nuke another one, you know, it's just all full-scale war at that point.
It's just like, all right, they fucking shit the bed twice now. Let's just
go for them. And then it's going to be a decision between the countries to join or to go against. And then it's the same thing as that happened last time. Didn't you have Germany and, like, Poland? No, they got taken over. My bad. Germany and a couple other countries I can't remember right now. You know, they just had to go against everyone else.
Yeah.
Not much they could do at that point. It's just until they run out, and normally it's the smaller numbers run out.
Yeah, fuck, man.
I really feel the U.S. if they were to attack, it would also put its allies in a tough spot to be like, fuck, now we gotta defend this nuke bombing. And I don't think they'd back them up at this point.
Definitely, yeah.
That's at this point where we're at politically and just communicate everything, just the present time. I don't think countries are in a spot to back each other up with stupid shit anymore like that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe. Who knows? You know, you just need a couple people to say so. But this door's been open behind me this whole time.
Yeah. Dude, how do you feel about fucking, like, India banning TikTok? I think
it's a smart move.
It's a smart move, but also probably...
It's a Chinese app, dude.
I think
it has access to all your phone now.
I think the best part about that is the fact that we no longer get to see Indian Joker. I was so goddamn tired of Indian Joker.
Dude, I completely forgot about third world country talk.
Yeah, dude, third world country TikTok is probably one of like not only one of the saddest things you're ever gonna see, but also like one of the greatest forms of entertainment you're gonna see. It's simultaneously hilarious and also very sad.
My thing about it is you see like the conditions they're in, but they're somehow trying to imitate American humor. You know funny. They are.
And it's so bad. It
is bad. The timing's not right.
They have such a bad grasp at it. Like
no shame to my Indian brothers, but it's like teaching a 3-year-old a knock joke sometimes.
Yeah, it's essentially the equivalent of
like they try and they don't get it the first time. It takes a couple times, you know, at least.
Stick to making some good curry, guy. Just stick to the curry.
Some delicious curry. Well, I have Thai curry. I very rarely have Indian curry.
All right. Hey, do you wanna take another dab?
Right now?
Yeah.
On air?
Oh, we can pause it.
Okay.
Cool. We'll be right back, ladies and gents. For now, listen to literally anything.
The Donkey Kong aquatic ambience song.
Go ahead and do that. I mean, go ahead and listen to that. I don't know. That might be like 4 minutes of your time, but I'm just going to go ahead and hit pause, and we will be immediately back and under the influence. So you swallowed his nut?
I ate a whole sandwich of nut.
Kevin, don't try and change the subject. So you swallowed his nut. You actually swallowed his children?
No, you misunderstood. I meant when I went and his name's Frank, the fucking squirrel. To show dominance, I swallowed his nut that he had on him. Like, not his nut, like his acorn.
Oh.
And I told him, you better not fucking come back in my lawn and steal my plants ever again. But he's a squirrel, so I don't know if you fucking listen.
Damn, I really got that mixed up, man. My bad. I must have been like projecting. You know?
I'm gonna find an OnlyFans after today, aren't I?
I mean, you might find an OnlyFans somewhere out there in the ether that may or may not be a bunch of pictures of someone's butthole. That is me. And you might find a lot of detailed pictures of hair growth after I shave compared to the hair growth of my ass. Again, we're talking about my asshole.
Mm-hmm.
Hair growth of my asshole from shaving and the course of a month, 2-3 months.
There's really no comparison to waxing. No stubble, no anything.
Yeah, and then actually waxing my asshole and then seeing the comparison from 1, 2, and 3 months. And then
when's the last bleach you had?
It's been a while. And then after that, I'm gonna right now I'm working on right now that person that I know is working on after the 3-month thing of their hair being waxed in comparison to being shaved after the 3-month mark. Laser is going to be the next test. Yeah.
I've never heard of someone laser removing their hair off of their asshole. I don't think that would be pleasant.
I don't think so, but like I can probably do it.
Doesn't it burn the follicle?
Yeah, I can probably do it though.
You're burning the hair follicles in your ass.
Yeah, I can probably do it.
That's another thing. Eating ass.
It's like standard play at this point. Like, I asked one of my coworkers when I used to work at the metal recycling place. I was just working around a fucking like bunch of like fucking degenerates, that were also like grown ass fucking men.
Yep.
And
shameless people.
They're just shameless, and they're so goddamn funny. They're great. I was like, yo, you eat ass, Kevin? Oh, also one of my coworkers was named Kevin.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kev from the cult.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, Kevin, you eat ass, man? And he was like, Kevin's like 34, but he looks fucking 50. Like, he has a huge fucking beard.
Life has not been nice on him.
It has not been nice to him at all.
Damn.
Yeah. And I was like, yo, Kevin, you eat ass? And he's like, hell no, man, that's gross. And then I asked my other coworker, and he was like, yeah, I'll eat ass, but under circumstances. And I was like, okay. And he's like, that ass needs to be just clean as a whistle. And also it needs to be bleached. And I was like, those are really high standards. And he's like, yeah, but they're my standards. And honestly, dude, shout out to my king.
That's some king shit right there.
That's some king shit right there, bro.
Keep it going. Respect yourselves more than anyone else will.
For real. And then I realized that maybe my standards are a little too low.
You're willing to, pipe up a licking after just 3 seconds of looking at it. You're like, okay.
Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, sure. Like, I'm just like trying to decide whether or not this might or might not be worth it. But I mean, like, in my head, I know it's not worth it. But I'm just like, fuck it.
It's contact. I need
this. Human contact.
Damn, that's something we need less of now, but everyone doesn't get the picture, dude. Back to Corona.
I know, dude. Yeah, human touch is apparently like really important. Who would have thought?
Not me.
Not me.
Look at us.
Right, this fucking table's keeping us in between.
We got
keeping us in between
2 feet of distance.
2 feet.
I don't need it.
I don't need it.
We can just go back to the times where dudes literally would not touch each other out of fear of being seen as homosexual. Like
back when you were like 13, 14. Yeah.
You literally couldn't give someone a hug without saying, "Oh, no homo."
That was hilarious, dude. Isn't it funny when you look back and think like, "Oh, yo, he's got a piercing in his right ear, bro. He's gay."
You know what's so strange though?
What?
I feel like I grew up in a time that you did too, that everyone was so on page with everything that the kids and adults behaved the same way.
Yeah.
So like you had kids saying, like I was like a 13-year-old saying, "Oh, no homo." But that was no different than Brad down the street who was 27. It was like, "I like your feet, bro. No homo."
Homo. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, you're right. Also, I don't know, man. I think it was just like, because we probably had like 2 really big generations just back to back, so they just kind of like melded together. Because like,
and then they melded with technology.
Yeah, Because like fucking millennials are like what, people who are in like their 30s to like 40s,
something to 1994.
Yeah,
that's the cutoff.
But even then, a lot of them are like, they're like kind of young. Like they seem young. Like I've met a lot of 30-year-olds are like if they didn't tell me they were 30 or like in their early 30s, I would have been like, oh, I thought you were like, I don't know, my
also
age.
Skincare is a thing now, so
yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I think back then it was probably harder to see the difference. And then,
well, imagine how young people must have looked when their dusty ass, smelly ass, wig ass wearing colonial time.
Yeah,
they would just slap some whale fat on their armpits.
That's what they did.
And dust their assholes and dust their faces.
That's cool.
And that's cool because, you know, they didn't shower that often.
Yeah.
And they probably fucking stunk and their skin was probably bad. And you know, them cheeks were probably nasty.
Yeah, maybe that's why people didn't really eat ass back then.
It wasn't so common, maybe.
Yeah.
It was a health risk at that point.
It really was, dude. You could get like cholera.
You really could.
Yeah.
You really could.
And die.
And you would die.
Because when did Louis Pasteur invent? I feel like he probably invented penicillin a long time ago.
Who first invented eating ass? Let's find that out.
It's probably someone who's still alive today.
They're immune to the virus.
Yeah, they've become immune to the virus. No, but that makes sense too. Like having now that we have access, now that the majority of now that
first world countries,
well,
now that the richer part of first world countries have access to proper medical care.
And but no, just like water, clean running water, you're able to clean your butthole better, and as a result of that,
actually, I didn't even think about that. You're cleaning your ass with dirty water, you're gonna have a dirty ass.
Yeah, and so like,
imagine getting like bacteria from the river into your ass, and then you get the bacteria in your ass.
That's how people got like fucking worms and like leeches and not worms, but like worms.
Imagine being so dirty you died at the age of 30.
There's probably a lot of people in Africa
meaning
like
to
that.
dirty 30, bro.
New meaning, Jesus Christ. Dude, I think a dirty 30 is like if well, girls are dumb. Well, not dumb, but like they think having a dirty 30 is like projecting. Cool. I'm sorry, I'm projecting.
I mean, I don't think it's necessarily just girls, because dudes who have like midlife crisis parties aren't that much cooler either.
That's true.
And that's basically what it is. It's just 30s instead of 40s, because dudes will have their midlife crises around.
Get a motorcycle. Do you see yourself getting a motorcycle?
I mean, I like motorcycles now, but
cool.
I don't want one because I would die knowing myself.
Knowing myself? Why? You would just try and take it as far as you can, or what? Or like, what? Because, I don't know.
I'd probably be high.
Oh, that's true, huh?
And I'd probably skid mark across, half my face.
Half my face. Yeah, that'd be wild, dude. But I think having a motorcycle would be sick.
I think what I would do as a midlife crisis is like buy an ungodly amount of weed or something. Like make a farm or something.
That'd be cool.
Something that doesn't need to happen, but I'm saying it needs to happen,
Yeah. I don't know. I think I kind of get it when people buy motorcycles, that when they're like in their midlife crisis.
They want to feel cool and like young
again. Fuck, man, that must suck. I think a lot of our generation though also.
I don't think we're gonna have that much.
Really?
In our generation, I feel like older generations. I mean, think about it. What did they have? Like,
not much.
You just start getting old, But old people now, like not like 90s or 80s or like people who are 60 or 50 right now, like. They're still out. Like, they're out doing shit. They won't be done doing shit until they can't do it at all.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of 50, 60-year-old ladies with a lot of,
money.
Botox in their face. Or
money?
Money. Well, yeah, money. You should do that. You should get yourself set up with a sugar mama and just retire young.
I just need to lose an Olsen twin. Weight-wise. And then I'll be good.
You mean like 45 pounds?
Yeah.
They're a combined 90.
They're combined 90, yeah. Shout out to the Olsen twins for beating NRX. Did they beat NRX? Yeah. I know they were, but I don't know if they beat it.
Shout out to the Olsen twins.
Yeah, just shout out to the Olsen twins in general. Yeah, just shout out to them hoes. Shout out to Paris Hilton for, I believe,
she hasn't changed.
She has aged phenomenally.
She hasn't changed. Even her personality is the same.
Is she really?
Mm-hmm.
You know, my favorite fucking... I saw this thing on Reddit.
That's hot.
Yeah. That's hot. We know my favorite picture of Paris Hilton is the shirt that... I don't know if it's real. I honestly, to God, don't know if it's real, but I've seen it a lot of, like, on Twitter memes. Is where she has, like, her hands up like that. And her shirt says, "Stop being poor."
Nice. That sounds about right. No, I haven't.
It's a really famous picture.
I would love to get that shirt.
Yeah, it's just, like, fucking hilarious.
I'll mention Paris Hilton in a second, but I love not offensive shirts, but shirts that will piss people off.
Oh, really?
I just bought a shirt that says "Narcissistic Americans" on it. It's coming in the mail.
I'm
gonna wear that shit proudly around, Americans.
Where'd you get it?
Online. I bought it off of
is it merch?
Andre 3000.
Oh, Andre 3000.
Yeah. However, going back to Paris Hilton, weren't you telling me about you're like, do you watch movies? And I'm like, no, I don't. And you're like, have you seen this movie? And what's the title?
I don't know. Edge of Tomorrow?
No.
1917?
No, it's got some night vision in it. It's got some...
One Night in Paris?
One Night in Paris!
Yeah, it's cinematic. It's a cinematic masterpiece.
It's a romantic film of just...
Growth.
You'll cry. Growth. Becoming a woman.
Becoming a man.
Becoming a man.
In Paris.
I was thinking, when you told me that, it was that Owen Wilson movie where he's in Paris.
No.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, no, dude. But now you know what One Night in Paris is?
I know what it is. I haven't seen it still.
It's you can find it online for free.
I'm sure you can also find that Kim Superstar video.
I've seen it only once all the way through when I was like, I must have been like 13,
I'm
14.
just gonna say Kim followed her predecessor, Paris Hilton was like her go-to.
I like the Paris Hilton video better though. I don't know why. It just seems a lot. It doesn't. Is it because she just seems, it's just nastier.
Like it's night vision. Like
yeah, dude. It just straight up is nastier. Like Kim doesn't really do much. Have you seen the Kim K video?
Yes.
Yeah, she doesn't really do much. Have you seen? Oh, you haven't seen the. Okay, you haven't seen the Paris Hilton one. Yeah, so
I think I've seen screenshots though.
It's just.
I mean, I was 13 when that shit happened, so
yeah.
I feel like it was around. Same thing with the Kim K video.
Yeah, I saw it like a long time ago.
Same.
And I haven't seen any clips in, I don't know, 10
The one
years.
that I have not seen but is more recent is the ASAP Rocky weak stroke game video.
That shit was hilarious. That shit was so funny.
It put every man on an equal playing
It
ground
made me
for
feel
a
like
week.
a king, bro.
It made every man equal for a week.
So funny, dude. Oh my god.
Everybody was talking about every man having weak stroke game. It was hilarious.
All right. Well then, what's this? This is fucking ASAP Rocky.
This you?
Yeah. Fuck, man. That do you think he was just like super fucked up or something? Because like
I haven't seen it.
I feel like it's
can't psychiatrically evaluate him.
Oh. No, it's I've seen it, and
wasn't that like after jail, or was that before jail in Denmark or whatever?
I don't know.
Free ASAP.
I don't know.
Do you remember when ASAP Rocky got mentioned at the Trump court?
No. What?
Whatever they were doing to try and impeach him. The impeachment inquiry. My bad.
ASAP Rocky spoke?
No, they mentioned him in it because Trump was like, "Yeah, free ASAP."
Yeah, free ASAP. Oh no!
And so ASAP Rocky was name dropped in federal fucking impeachment inquiries.
That's hilarious. God, dude,
I was like, "This is America."
This is America. Yeah. God. That's hilarious. That's probably like God. That should be an Onion title.
It should be a time capsule moment of like American history. I hope it gets remembered.
American rapper ASAP Rocky named in the impeachment hearing.
It was such a like thing. I don't understand.
I didn't hear that. I didn't know that.
Well, I watched them.
Oh, you did?
I was bored at work.
Like on C-SPAN?
CNN.
Oh.
Whatever was playing on YouTube.
Dude, have you ever seen C-SPAN?
Is that the one with the banner that always goes across the bottom?
Yeah.
It's on at my gym.
It's basically just a camera angle of like the congressional one. I don't know what they are, dude. The Senate, the fucking House of Representatives.
I think they have different ones.
Yeah, but
it's House of Reps.
It's basically just a 24-hour service, right? I think because you're supposed to like as this, because like when I went to court, I went to court, whatever. Recently because of COVID, you can't really fit too many people in the thing. So they're giving people the option of like video calling in instead of like actually showing up to the court. And then also because the public has a right to know like what's going on in like the courts or whatever, and anyone can go to any court and just sit in.
And just watch it.
Yeah, just watch it. So to satisfy that, whatever, if it's a law or whatever, I don't fucking know. Fucking grimy, dude. I didn't go to school. I didn't go to college. I barely have my fucking diploma. They're live streaming court sessions, all of it. Yeah. And so like my lawyer was like, when she put me in there, she's like, oh, by the way, this is being live streamed, so just don't do anything. And I was like, shit, are you serious? She's like, yeah, because, and then she explained it to me, and I was like, oh, okay. So I just like sat there.
Nice. Like, basically, if you do anything, it's gonna be like if you did it in court.
Yeah, and like I was like, part of me wanted to just do some dumb shit and just like
do a cartwheel,
do push up, skip around, or like try and crack jokes at like try and find the camera, because I couldn't find the camera for the life of me. Like I knew they have security cameras, so I wasn't sure if like they were streaming it off the security cameras or like they had some other camera set up, but I couldn't spot anything under the security cameras. And yeah, part of me just wanted to like try and tell jokes at the camera.
You should have.
I couldn't fucking find it. Yeah.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Contempt of court?
Maybe. They give you yeah.
They give you a warning, and then you're like, all right, sorry.
I mean, if I get a contempt of court charge, it's not worth it. No. They put you in jail for that.
They slap you as a traitor while they're at it. They're like, traitor to the U.S.
Might as well just give them this.
Well, apparently, it's written like as law that a traitor to the U.S. can receive death.
Like on a federal level?
Yeah.
Oh, it sucks. But also...
So the government can kill you if they want.
Yeah. Dude, fuck the government. No, I mean, do you want to play FUCCY now? Me and Kevin just...
Why are your socks on?
Why are my socks on?
Yeah, take them off. No, stop, please. Take your Your feet are going to smell like they got more cheese than Cheetos, Doritos, and Fritos, bro.
Dude, my feet are really blistered still from being in work boots for like 2 weeks.
No wool socks.
Rough.
Wool socks, I'm telling you, dude.
Yeah. By the way, I need to get my work boots back because, like, low key, fucking comfy, bro. Like after a weekend of not being in them, they're like the softest and most comfortable things I've ever experienced in my life.
Until you walk 2 minutes in them.
No, until like the second day. And then it's like, oh, now I remember how they feel.
Nice.
But on a Monday, bro, they feel like fucking. It feels like Boost.
Really? Like
it really feels like Boost, like Adidas Boost.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna stop buying Boost and just get some Timberlands, you know?
Yeah, boy. And do you wanna? Cool. All right. But I need to take a shit. So
you want to share it? I need to take a piss.
Well, I need to take a shit, piss, and come, maybe cry a little. And I don't want Kevin to be around my stinky butt and my cum, because I like to sit in it. All right, so and I'm not willing to sacrifice on not sitting in my cum filled underwear. So I'm gonna have to kick Kevin out because I want to come and sit in my cum filled underwear. So that was episode number 2 with A1 Kevin.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, man, anytime, because I like seeing your butt. All right, bye.